The bell rings and there they go. The children are the future of this land. To ensure their future, a vote was held on the 21st of May 2006. The Swiss population had to vote if they wanted to harmonize the school system. The initiative got an overall of 86% of the votes in favor, and in Basel-Land it even got 91%. The question is, what were the main goals of the harmonization? Well, to put it simple, to unify the education system, which meant that each canton ought to have a common curriculum. The years of compulsory schooling were extended to 11 years, including preschool. All the teaching aids and books had to be harmonized as well. To prepare the children to our rapidly changing world, less factual knowledge is going to be taught, but the focus is going to be on learning methods and research skills. But the biggest change for us here in Basel-Land was the extension of the duration of primary school from 5 to 6 years. But what do teachers think about it? Have we successfully improved the conditions for the students? Were we able to ensure them a better future? Let us see what some teachers think. What were your expectations about Harmos?
My expectations were a harmonization of the school system with fluid transitions and similar teaching materials throughout Switzerland.
What impact did it have on you as a teacher and on your students?
For me, it was a huge additional burden as I now had to teach subjects that were previously on a secondary level. The teacher at the secondary school have studied their subjects a lot more specifically. In addition, they teach only their 2 to 3 subjects and not as in the primary school all of the subjects. Some of my students liked it because they formed something like a family and they stayed in a safe zone for an additional year. But for the fast learners, this is definitely a break. The gap between the slow ones and the faster ones became a lot wider than before.
Has the system proven itself to be efficient?
The system has caused quite a stir. And if you include all the money that it cost, it most likely was not worth it.
Next, we talked with a secondary teacher from Rheinach.
What impact did it have on you as a teacher and on your students?
The impact on me is not too big. In fact, it's just that my class stuck with me just for 3 years, not 4 anymore. So it's a question of getting to know your students well enough. I think that's the biggest impact for me. The second big impact is that the students that I get, they're not that good anymore, I have to say, because the last year of the Primarschule is probably a year in which they don't do too many things. So you have to start from scratch again. That makes it a bit tiresome. Otherwise, no big differences for me personally. The pupils, I think, for them it's a big change. They have to be in the same class for an additional year. It makes it hard for some of them, and quite often they complain about that. They're eager to start again, to start in a new class. They would like to go on and they can't go on, so it's a lose-lose situation, I think.
Has the system proven itself to be efficient?
I definitely prefer to go back. I think it was just a huge waste of money and resources. It wasn't worth it. No, it's no advantage at all that I can see.
So, to end this off, taking into consideration what we just heard from the teachers, we can safely assume that changing the system has not yet shown any improvement in terms of teaching and creating a better future for our children. On the contrary, it has costed a huge amount of money, which forced the canton to dismiss a lot of secondary teachers. This has led to even bigger classes and less individual teaching.